What's happening, YouTube? Back in the day, gamer here. Thanks for tuning into this episode of What's Happening, YouTube. I'm your host, Back in the Day Gamer, and today we'll be joined by my excellent co-host and newest pickup of the month, Little Back in the Day Gamer, aka Angry Baby. See, I told you. Or Maverick. And Maverick, do you want to tell him what your middle name is? Danger is his middle name. That's right. So you better watch out. Don't mess with this guy. He gets angry and he's dangerous. So without further ado, let's roll the intro. Alright, well, since it's happy hour, my excellent and very angry co-host had to go in the other room and freak out. But the adults are having happy hour because not only is What's Happening YouTube a variety show of all things retro, it's also a drinking game because alcohol, you're welcome. So the adults over 21 in the house will be having one of these. I've had this in the fridge for about a week now. I met with one of the reps from this company. We're going to be carrying their products because they have several awesome products. This is one I think is going to possibly be the best. The brewery is Blake's. They make hard cider, and this can, I can't believe I haven't drank it yet, but Blake's hard cider caramel apple. Let's get a load at that can there. That's a caramel apple. That's some good cover art there, huh? All right, well, dying to crack this sucker open. So, as I said before, every time I say, What's Happening, YouTube? You gotta drink because it's also a drinking game. So, you owe me a few already. I'll put the number up on the screen, but that's good. That's good. It's very caramely. And it tastes kind of boozy. I like that. All right, let's get into the retro goodness. So basically, been on maternity leave here for a little while, so there hasn't been any game hunting going on. There was some eBaying. There haven't been a lot of games that I've wanted of recently. Some we're going to talk about towards the end of the show, but there have been some shirts in honor of the new Bill and Ted's movie, which I haven't seen yet, but I didn't hear good things. Very disappointed. I got this very excellent shirt. Maybe have to get some B-roll of it here. It's not really cooperating. It's dangerous to study alone. Take this. So yeah, little Zelda, little Bill and Ted's. Couple more shirts here. Now, I haven't opened these yet, but I know what they are because I bought them. The reason that I had to jump on 80st.com and pick up 3 shirts, because it was really just originally this one. I don't like to feel good. I like to feel evil. I can't wait to wear that one. Then I have the cartoon version of this one, but had to go ahead and get the 80s movie one instead. I really like the cartoon shirt, and I really like that movie one as well. And finally, one of my favorite bands. One of my favorite bands from the 80s. This was their best shirt that I could find. Little Cinderella, Shake Me! And that is a killer jam. So, those are the shirts I picked up. Now, video game related, really only picked up this one thing. It was a gift from my brother-in-law. I don't know how the hell you say it, but it's one of those knockoff handheld things. So, Winnall or something. Let's get some B-roll here. This thing is pretty excellent. It's a tiny Game Boy clone. It's got a really bright LCD screen. 501 games. You know the drill. A ton of them are crap. A bunch of them are doubles. But there are some solid titles in here. My brother-in-law, not a big video game guy, but he's been playing a lot of Super Mario on here, and I don't think he could get past 4-4. I think that was the board he had a ton of trouble with. Maybe it was 5-4. I don't know, but one of those he had a lot of trouble with. I don't know where he ended up getting this thing, but he's dishing them out to everybody in the family. Fortunately, back in the day, Gamer got his hands on one. Obviously, if he's giving away video game stuff, better be included in this, huh? But this thing is really cool. Unfortunately, it's a touch small for my man hands. It's so thin that it's kind of rough to play, but not, you know, some of the games that you don't require a whole lot of button pushing, it's cool for, but I mean, this thing is great. I'm not sure how much it was, because it gave it to me free. I don't imagine it was that much, but you know, if this is 40 bucks or less, even 50 bucks, this would be worth it, because there's a ton of games in here. Battery probably lasts forever. You know, it's rechargeable. Boom! So, next up, easily my favorite part of the show, when I'm lucky enough to be able to fill this segment, and that would be mail call! Yeah! Oh, this is a big old box too. This came, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago, and every day I've been trying to get Maverick in the Hulk outfit and getting ready to film, and it just hasn't worked out because he's a newborn and he requires a lot of attention, and he has to have it. Yeah, so, but anyhow, my buddy Tootie UK from, where did this ship from? Oh, it looks like it came from, well, anyhow, he's obviously from the UK. If you're not familiar with his channel, he's the UK version of Bithead 1000 minus the anger. I like watching his show. It's relaxing. It's always entertaining. He and I were chatting back and forth. I don't know, I had a double or something. And I was like, who wants it? He wanted to send it over to him. He was like, I'm going to send you something. I just sent him one NES game, and I got this big old box. So I'm dying to tear this open. All right. No, it says read me. I'm going to briefly look at it and then fast forward. I guess we can read this. It's very appropriate. Okay. Hey, Tony. Just wanted to send something back for the NES title you sent my way, mate. Because they say things like that over there. Just, they're not from Australia. But he says, mate, I like it. I'm going to start doing that too. I've included a few bits for a certain segment of your all new and improved variety show. I'm hoping you've not got these over there in the States. Google said you didn't. A few one-ups, as I know Floyd has frozen you out. Yeah! Perhaps these might make up for all the times you missed out. And lastly, a little something for someone. It'll be labeled open last. Keep up the vids, mate. Loving the content. All the best to you, Erica and the Bump. Stuart Toonie UK. All right. Well, awesome. Thanks, buddy. Right on the top, open last. So I'm going to set that over here and open it last. So this doesn't say last, first, or second, so feels video game-ish. I believe he and I were talking some Master System. This feels Master System-ish. Oh man! Back to the Future 3? Alright, so I'm familiar with this title. It is a PAL region only, or we didn't get it in our region, and I have briefly had at this game, and it's tough as hell, but I really liked it. Couldn't beat, no, I ended up beating the first level, that's right, but it took me a long time. I liked a lot of the movie tie-in stuff, and I really did like this game. I had a loose cart only a while back, but I think I got rid of it because I'm real anal about Master System and Genesis having the clamshell, and it has the clamshell. Oh, and true to Tootie's channel, it's complete. It's got the manual, and the label is a lot. I'll get some good B-roll. It's different than the labels we have here, and I want to say the game I had did not have this. The label was different. Oh, you know why? I'm an idiot, because I had it on Genesis. That's why. if I'm not double idiot, but I'm pretty sure that's it. I like this game a lot. If I played it on the Genesis and not the Master System, I'm excited to try it on the Master System because I am a big Master System fan. It doesn't often disappoint. It disappoints less than the NES. And I am captain all about NES. Feels like another Master System title. Clamshell. Oh, George Foreman's Kale Boxing. Yeah, I don't have this one. Well, obviously, because he wouldn't have sent it to me if I did, because I told him the games I had. But I have wanted it. And once again, it's complete in box. I like how they're, because, you know, he's from across the pond, so it's from a different region. Fortunately, I've got Retro Freak, and it is region free. There's no region locks. I can play any games. So I like picking up these games we didn't get. We did get this one, but I don't have it. I haven't played it. So I'll be playing it and putting some game footage in right here where I ramble. But I'm not going to ramble too long because there's still more in here to open. This feels another Master System. Trivial Pursuit Genius Edition. I was unaware this was a thing. Maybe it didn't come in our region, but I really like game show and game board games. So excellent. I'm kind of imagining that this will not translate well to the Master System. But either way, I'm grateful and I'm giving it a whirl. Definitely looking forward to having this in the collection up on the shelf. It's all I bet it's complete in box. It is complete in box. Nice. And these different region labels throw me off. It's cool. I like it. Nice addition to the collection. Getting parched. Parched. So today is September 1st. I don't know what day this is coming out and you're watching it, but there's a lot of leaves falling already. It's getting dark already. Summer's freaking over fast, man. What's up with that? But this caramel beer kind of fits the theme. It's very fall-esque. We got Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on Master System. Was not aware that's a thing either. This is one of the few games the wife and I had played through. Obviously, it was the Genesis version her and I did, but you can't go wrong with Sonic, right? I do have the first Sonic on Master System. Not complete. Not complete in box. Don't even have the box. But that was like way better than I thought it was going to turn out. I assumed something as blast processed as Sonic the Hedgehog wouldn't be good on the Master System, but the first one is, so I can only imagine the second one's better. Alright, this possibly is the last game. There's a lot of other stuff in here, but I feel just like Bithead 1000. Erica, you love Bithead 1000, don't you? She needs it. The guy that's always in the shed yelling.
No comment.
She said no comment. Alright, what do we got here? Wimbledon II. And that looks like it's supposed to be Andre Agassi on the cover, but it is not. So oddly enough, I like a good tennis game here and there. Back in the day, when I got my Game Boy, one of the first titles I got, not the first, but one of the first titles I got with was tennis. And I always had fun playing that. I mean, that was back in the day when you had what you had, you played it and you liked it. But it doesn't hold up great now, but that's not a terrible game. I'm hoping and imagining that the Master System tennis game would be better. I've got another tennis game on Master System. I don't know which one it is, but it's also not terrible. This one with the rockin' mullet on the cover, sure to be better. It almost has to be with that mullet. Okay, so I'm seeing so we've got some stuff for an episode of Eat It. That's right. Okay, so he was hoping that we didn't have this stuff here, and he Googled it and said we didn't. So that's what's up. First up, we got pork scratchins. high protein, additive free, gluten free, no added MSG. Get some B-roll. So yeah, I know what pork cracklings are. I've never had them in a bag like this, and I'm excited because those are one of the things, oddly enough, that I like. Yeah, I guess not oddly enough, because I like a lot of stuff. Usually, if it's gross and other people don't like it, I like it. But I'm a big fan of pork rinds over at one of our places, Charlie Mops. We do pork rinds made to order, season them up. Ranch and barbecue are the best seasonings for pork rinds, FYI. But I'm gonna tear into those. Let's open all this stuff first, and then maybe we'll eat it all, or maybe we'll just do a video separate from this. But what we got here, Java cakes. 20 cakes twin pack. I don't know what that is. We're opening it. If there's 20 of them in here, we can jam one in our mouth now. Oh, they're cookies. Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to get crumbs on the new carpet, but they kind of look like a vanilla wafer with chocolate on the bottom. So yeah. Once again, the B-roll will be better than me staring at the box, but my mouth's watering. Okay, next up here, we got, I see something that said tea cakes? 6 tea cakes, milk chocolate. So I have no idea what these are, and I have never heard of them, and I'm pretty much a foodie, so that's strange. But a delicious biscuit base topped with marshmallow and covered with milk chocolate. Well, I'll tell you what, this show's not ending before I eat one of those. Let's see what else we got first. But yeah, that's the first thing we're tearing into. This is cylindrical. We got Hobnobs. McVitie's Hobnobs milk chocolate. It feels like it's a giant Oreo. It feels like a giant Oreo. I'm very interested. We're gonna have to do an eat it episode just from this stuff for sure. But we got one more thing here. One more thing, food wise, and oh, so Cadbury dairy milk. So I don't want to be wrong, but I believe all the original Cadbury stuff comes from over there across the pond, and I think the Cadbury stuff we have over here is different. I did do an episode of Eat It with the Wife where we ordered some things from Cadbury over there in England, and they did have a different taste to them. Definitely liked them. They were still delicious, but it was noticeably different. And I'm looking forward to seeing what this sucker tastes like. Okay, so that is it aside from the open last package. But we gotta try one of these tea cakes, okay? We got to try one of these tea cakes. Hope it doesn't spoil my dinner. Alright, let's get up close here while I open this. Mess the shot up and not focus it. But it did get a little squished and melty in the travels. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, so it's like a little cookie biscuit on the bottom by like an inch of marshmallow covered in thin chocolate. That's good. That's good. Judy, are those, or anybody watching, are those something that's really popular over there? Like I said, I never heard of them. Those are damn tasty. I'm looking forward to digging into all this stuff. But we're going to save that all for a separate episode. The wife's over there. She can hear me. She's probably pissed. I want to taste this stuff. All right. Here's the open last package. Thinking this is for Maverick. We got here T-shirt studio. Must be a t-shirt. Man, it's really secure. I don't want anything happening to this. Oh, or I'm a meathead and I missed the little pull tab thing that makes it easy to open, but I've ruined it. I've ruined it! whatever. Holy shit! No way! This is hands down the best thing anyone has ever sent me. No way! Super awesome! Oh man, check this out. And the back, dude, that is so awesome. Man, wow, seriously, that's awesome. I didn't see that coming at all. I don't even have a shirt with my logo on it. Super cool, man. Thanks a million, buddy. Well, I mean, feel like crap now. I had sent you one NES game. It's a pretty good game, right? No, seriously, a million thanks, buddy. That's kick-ass. This is great. What a haul. This alone pretty much makes the should this make the video? Oh, we got to talk about video games though. We can't end the video without talking about video games, but we basically could because this is a huge pickup haul. Thanks, Tootie. Cheers, mate. All right, I got to go show the wife that shirt. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right, so video games now. Let's get into the video games. Seeing as how we knew we were going to be going to the hospital and having the baby, the wife actually suggested that I get the Switch ready to go. It's obviously always on the dock, under the TV, and, you know, I play it here and there. The reason I got a Switch, she bought me a Switch last February for my birthday, Octopath Traveler and arcade ports. Now, back in the day gamer primarily only plays games from back in the day, but I saw some of these arcade ports that were coming out Switch only, and I'm not gonna go buy the arcade cabinets, right, just to play a game, so I was like, I think this is something I want. Then I saw Octopath Traveler, and I was like, okay, I need a Switch. So she got it for me. You know, I really have only played a handful of games. During the lockdown, I did download a dozen games or so. I probably played 4 or 5 of them maybe here and there. One I put a lot of time into, but primarily the only cartridge that had gone into that Switch is Octopath Traveler. And finally, since last February to this August, I finally beat it. Obviously, wasn't constantly playing it. You know, I'd set it down for 2-3 months, go back, play it for a couple days here and there, but now that I beat it, I can definitively say that Octopath Traveler is the greatest game I have ever played. Being a couple years old now, it's nothing new to you guys, I'm sure. Y'all know what I'm talking about, but if you haven't, you know, this is a little bit of footage from the end of the game, and I'm going to just ramble a little bit, because this is the greatest game I ever played. I'm a big fan of old school RPGs, and this is just the cream of the crop. Now, obviously, you know, it's a new game, so the graphics, they did them in bit style, and at first I was like, I'm not sure I like this, but after a couple hours, really liked it. It's because it's awesome. It looks great. The score, the soundtrack, awesome. I mean, it's like one of the best parts of the game. Everything about this game is one of the best parts about it. All comes together, but yeah, the soundtrack really, really stands out. Awesome. Now, I believe 84 hours I got into it to beat it, and that I don't, maybe it was 90. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter, because that's a lot of hours. But it was too many, because the last few chapters I played, probably the last 3 chapters, were just a breeze. I was just pushing buttons, walking through it. The final battle of the game, I was too powered up, and I mean, I probably didn't even have to use but a life potion but once or twice on a couple characters. My bad. You know, that was totally my fault. But if I wouldn't have been too powered up. I didn't really do that much grinding either, but there was some side missions and everything, but this game is awesome. Awesome. Love every bit of it. Octopath Traveler, greatest game I ever played.
Ignis update.
Another game I've been playing on the Switch and just beat right after Octopath Traveler, Jay and Silent Bob. Now when I heard this game was coming out, I jumped over to Limited Run, I think. Yeah, Limited Run put it out, and it was immediately already sold out. I couldn't get an NES cartridge. I was kind of pissed. Didn't look like the Switch release was coming out anytime soon, so I downloaded it the day it came out. And that's only the second time I've ever gotten a game the day it came out. First was the new Ghostbusters that came out on Switch, which disappointed me. It was too dark, I didn't care for the controls. But Jay and Silent Bob was a great game. It was a good game. It wasn't great, it was good, it was fun, it was amusing. It's very simple, straightforward, you know, 8-bit in the vein of Nintendo, beat 'em up. You only use 2, maybe 3 buttons. Punch, kick, jump, yeah. D-pad moves around. I liked the movie tie-ins a lot. Now it's not the movie, it's like what happens right after Mallrats, you know, but there's a lot of good movie tie-ins. There's a lot of funny stuff. I like that you fight Patrick Swayze. That was a good touch. I'm not sure where that came from, but but I liked it. I really like the last battle when you're at the Quickie Mart in the video store. It was a lot of fun. Now there was the game that's like, or the board that's like Turbo Tunnel was really hard. I mean, I slogged through that and I did it. That was like the toughest part of the game aside from the end, which once I beat it once, it just seemed like, oh, that's not that hard, and then I beat it again right away. But this was a good game. The controls aren't awesome. Sometimes they were kind of shitty and pissed me off, but for the most part, I liked this game, gave it a thumbs up. I wish I could have gotten an NES cart. I probably should check out eBay now because they've been out for a while, so probably get my hands on one. So what else has been going on over here in the game room? Well, music, that's what. Lots of 80s rock. Now that the game room is nearly put together, the new game room, and we're prepping for the tour, said, you know what? I gotta get my 80s rock CDs in here. So I've been going through, I got 2 big tubs of them, because everything's gotta be put away in tubs, because the wife's that way. But so, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of half these. Half of them I don't have to have, but the ones I have to have, they're going up somewhere in the game room. So, starting this past weekend, while I was playing games, the game I was playing, Operation C. We're gonna get to that in a minute, but I just randomly pulled some CDs out of there, and I was like, if that rocks, we're keeping it. If it doesn't, it goes. First one I pulled out, Whitesnake. Now, I mean, obviously I've had this album for a while. I didn't realize how awesome it was. That album is awesome. Definitely keeping. Here's an album. I mean, everybody knows that one. Y'all don't know this one. Steelheart. Okay. You know, they got the one hit, I'll Never Let You Go. Killer ballad, killer. This is a really good CD too. There's lots of other ballads on there and some good rock and roll. We're keeping that one. The last one I just finished listening to before this is Wasp, Live in the Raw. I'm a Wasp fan. They've got some jams. This has just about all of them. It's live and the sound quality is good. So that one's staying too. Just gotta figure out where these are going. So, as I said, you know, beat Octopath Traveler, beat Jay and Silent Bob. Recently, just got my hands on Operation C. So I'm actually getting ahead of myself because this is for next video. But I've had so much fun with this that I decided I'm going to do a review. I put some hours into it so far, haven't beat it. We're not going to talk about it anymore because that's for the next episode of What's Happening YouTube? I'm not saying that enough. Sorry, you guys are probably going sober. So as most of you probably already know, I won YouTuber of the Month for August, and that was awesome. Of course, you gotta know because you guys had to vote for me, so thank you once again. Being YouTuber of the Month, I had to pick 5 channels to be my nominees for the month of September's. Being September 1st, I can't remind you to vote for them because voting ended last night, but one of the channels that I nominated was LT Showcase. Lucius T. Now, I like his channel, and one of the things I really like about his channel he does that other people don't do is he'll focus on one game system a month. You know, he usually does a review a week, so a couple months back, he featured Game Boy. He had some solid titles, and that's when I was like, holy shit, Operation C, why don't I have this? It looks awesome. Then I believe Captain Algebra talked about it, and I was like, you know what, I gotta get my hands on this. So I did. Came in the mail the other day, and game's awesome. Like, I can't believe I haven't played it until now. Never. Being a Game Boy title, a lot of times Game Boy gets overlooked. Not really in this household, because I got a whole lot of Game Boy games, but I don't know how this title eluded me all these years, and it being as good as it was. Now, is it the greatest game in the world? No. Is it one of the best Game Boy games I've ever played? Absolutely. And that's why I decided, so I'm having so much fun with it, that I'm going to do a review on it. So, I can't review it until I beat it. And I've only got to the last guy like 3 times. He kicks my ass every time. The last time, earlier today, that I got to him, I had only died once through the whole game until I got to him. And I was like, oh, this is it. Turn the capture on, you know, so, oh, I'm going to beat it. I got like 4 more guys. Yeah, no, kicked my ass in like 30 seconds. So, review coming soon. Gotta beat it first, right? Can't review a game where you don't know what happens. Next video after that I've been working on as well is I'm finally gonna come out with my top 20 NES games video. It's been a long time in the making. It's a big endeavor, but I recently watched a couple people do theirs. I always love those videos, and NES is my favorite, so I was like, that's it, I'm doing it. So, it's been terrible. I've been playing NES games and getting capture footage for them. But yeah, that's what's been going on here. That's what's been happening YouTube. So, I think that's gonna about do it for this video, because I've been rambling. So yeah, that'll do it. Thanks for tuning into my channel. I hope you like this video. Stay tuned for other videos such as Operation C review and my top 20 NES games. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks a million to UK for the great games, food, and the awesome shirt for Little Maverick. Now, he can keep it retro!
Okay, well, it was nice hanging out with you guys, but I'm gonna go shit my pants now and scream at the top of my lungs and keep my mom up all night. So yeah, have fun!